In today's video, we're going to discuss two stories, what happened at the coin shop. One I was there for, the first one I'll tell you about, and the second one I just received a phone call, and it's a pretty good story on this one too. So stick around for both stories if you folks can. I appreciate it. If you got something to do, just put the phone down, just listen. That is perfectly fine with me. I'll get into the stories in a minute. Please like, share, and subscribe. My new goal for the month of August is 1,825 subscribers. I think we can do that goal still. If you're not yet subscribed, it's absolutely free to subscribe. I want to thank you folks for the PayPal donations and the super thanks in the comments. The funds really help me out to keep this channel going. If you're able to donate, great, but if not, it's okay, because all my content will always be free, no obligation on this channel whatsoever. The first story we're going to dive into is, guy came in, he needed some tires for his car. He comes in with a brand new monster box of 2015 Silver Eagles, and he wanted just to swap Eagles out for 1 ounce generic bars. He ended up getting a box of Sunshine Mint bars, and we were able to give him $1,255 on top of it. Did he make a fair trade? Well, I would say yes and no. I mean, the story, he didn't want to break up the monster box. He just wanted a whole box of something. He claims he had more monster boxes at home, which he probably does. He's been a regular customer for years from us. And, he says, well, at the end of the day, it's silver, and I want to keep everything, the 500 ounce threshold in this and this. And he says, he says, I paid, $16 an ounce for these Silver Eagles. He says, you're going to give me $3 over spot. He says, I can get bars cheaper, so let's just make the trade. And yeah, I think he did all right at the end of the day, because we paid him the same price that the bullion dealer, we would get them from the bullion dealer. And the reason why we did that was, he's a good customer, and 25 cents an ounce, more than we would pay anybody else is not going to kill the shop too much. So the owner was happy to do that. The guy got his 500 ounces plus another $1,255. Guy was happy. So, I mean, that's story number one there. Then we had a woman come in, and I was not there for this one. An older woman come in, and she says, first she went to the bank. I won't mention the bank's name, but the teller was very, very honest. She went to the bank and gave the teller 3 2006 Buffalo coins and a tube of Silver Eagles 1990. The teller says, these are worth more than the face value. You might want to take them to a coin shop, and this went up the road from us. So the teller told her where to take them to. She comes in. Apparently her husband just passed away, and she had to pay out $15,000 for the funeral, and she needed some food in the house. It was her story was, and she thought she was gonna get $50 for the 3 gold buffaloes, and $20 for the gold Eagles. So one of my associates who was working there, and his daughter also works there, I'll disclose that information, but I won't give the names, of course. They told her what the stuff was worth, and she just about dropped to the floor. And she let on she has many tubes of different stuff. And she says, I'm not trying to make fun of this woman at all. She said, you're telling me these coins are worth this much? And these things, she kept calling them the things, I guess. And she says, and these plastic things, they're full with stuff. This woman had no clue what these coins were worth. She had no clue. They had to sit her down. This is right at closing time now. The associates had to stay for a half an hour or so, just calm her down. She was shaking. They even offered her to drive her home and pick her up in the morning, come get her car back. We would put the car in the locked gate for her overnight if she needed that. And we asked her, does she have any friends? She said, I don't have too many friends. And she said, do you have any family? Yeah, my daughter's coming down from Georgia, coming over from Georgia in a couple of weeks. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a couple, you know, it's going to be a long drive. I don't know if the dog's going to fly from Georgia to where I'm at or what, you know. But, you know, this is how she was saying it. And it goes to show you, you know, I've always stressed, folks, if you're going to pass it on to family members or your relatives, let them know what you have. You got to do that, because the bank teller could have said, okay, we'll pay you out $150 for the gold and $20 for the silver eagles. That teller could have just paid what the face value was, pocket the gold, pocket the eagles, and the teller would have had a big payday, and the woman would have never known. This woman was so shaken, and you know, she says, my husband never told me that these were worth anything. I always thought they were worth $50 on the back. She said, I got stuff with eagles on it. I got stuff with blue caps on it. I got stuff with yellow caps. So I'm assuming she's talking about maple leaves too. I have no idea what this woman has at. So we gave her the business card and said, when the daughter comes to where we're at, I said, no, this is what the shop's saying to her. One of the guys was saying at the shop, please, you know, let us know what you want to do. If you're planning to sell them, whatever you want to do with them, or if you want us to just come over, we let you know what your items are worth at that time. You know, this woman, so what they did for her at the shop was they gave her $300. They said, we will give you a loan for $300 on 11 silver eagles. You have a month to come pay us back, 3.5% interest, and you have until September 14th to pay us the $300 plus the 3.5% interest back, and you get your eagles back. She was flabbergasted. She was, like I said, she was just, I guess she was just about falling on the floor, shaking. They gave her a bottle of water. And I cannot stress enough, again, please let your family members or whoever you're going to leave your gold or silver to after you're passed on, please let them know. Because I see this, we see this at the shop so many times. People come in and they say, we don't know what this is worth. Our grandfather died, our mother died, our mother left this in the will, whatever the case may be. And people just don't communicate. If you don't want to communicate the information verbally, then please write it in your safe area and let people know what the stuff is worth there. At least you have it in writing somewhere with the product itself, whether it's your gold, your silver, whatever the point is. Please do that at least. If you don't want to verbally communicate it, wherever you keep your stuff, have a note. Try to keep an updated price list of what the items are worth. And really, tell them to go on eBay, check the stuff. What the sold listings are. Give them directions how to do it. Give them good coin shops to sell it to if they decide to sell it for fiat, whatever the case may be. Instead of leave nobody no information out there, that's the worst thing you can do, is giving nobody no information on what the stuff is worth, because, this woman could have got really taken today by the bank, and, or she could have went to another coin shop and been taken. The coin shops around here don't seem to do that at all to anybody. Mostly, all these coin shops around where I'm at are pretty honest people. But, there are shops from around the country that, may not be so honest. They may have even hit a pawn shop, may have been not so honest. So please, again, I cannot relay that message strongly enough. It's heartbreaking that this happened to this woman. She's probably sitting at home shaking that she has no idea what she has, and so we gave her, the associate gave her a cell phone number and say, if you need to talk to me tonight, call me. We're willing to help anybody out there. I'm willing to help anybody out there on YouTube. If you have any questions, if you don't know what something's worth, please email me. I will do my very best to get back to you, and I always get back to anybody who emails me. But this is a situation turned out good for her. So she's, like I said, she's probably out there shaking in the boots and really don't know what she really has. And so at least she was able to get her food. We gave her the loan on the coins, and we offered her one price to buy it outright, and she claimed she didn't want to sell it outright. So we offered to, the only other place was the loan. Again, folks, I was going to talk about totally something else today in this video, but I thought this was more important than what else I was going to talk about. So I'll leave that for another video. This video is getting a little bit too long already. So please, if you have any questions, reach out. This is a hard video to make because I'm just glad the woman at the bank did not take advantage of her. I'm so happy for that. And I guess the story goes on, they called the bank and the woman says, I knew she had something valuable, but I didn't know how much it was worth. Her dad stacks gold and silver. So at least she knew enough there not to trade it in for fiat for the face value. Because the banks, you take this stuff to the banks will trade it in for face value if they don't know about silver and gold. So yes, the banks will give you fiat for it, but they'll give you face value for it. And it's really a sad situation. Or you take it into any retail shop, you go spend it at Walmart. Yeah, Walmart's going to take it for $50. That's all they're going to give you for those gold buffaloes, or $1 for the silver eagles. So please, again, one last time, I know I've been hopping on this. Do yourself a favor. Let somebody know somehow if you're going to leave it to somebody else. That's all I got for you today. I'll do my other video tomorrow, this afternoon for you folks. And you have a good one. Coin Shop Chris is out.